Hello, children. This is your English teacher, and welcome to Panorama 2, Lesson 2. We are going to do a poem today, and the name of this poem is A Tale About Tales. Now, I'm talking of two tales. What tales do you think I'm talking about? It's a tale, T-A-L-E, tale, a story. And what is the story about? This story is about tails, T-A-I-L-S, right? So let's take a look at the lesson. I'm going to open the lesson and show you the lesson. I'm sure you have the textbooks with you. You can open the lesson if you have. If you do not have your textbooks by any chance, I'm just going to open the lesson and show it to you. And here it is. A tale about tales. T-A-L-E, tale. A tale, what is the meaning of tale? It's a story. And what is the story about? It's about tails. Do you have a tail? Do you have a tail? Monkeys have tails. Are you a little monkey with a tail? Maybe. We should ask your mother and your father. Now, look at the picture of animal tails and identify the animals and write their names. Can you see the tails? You can see 3 tails, and you can see 2 more. Now, let's look at the first picture. Let's look at the pictures on the first row. Let's look at the animal on the extreme left. It's some kind of a fish. What animal is that? What sea creature is that? What sea creature is that? Look at the tail. Can you identify the animal? Yes, it's a whale. It's a whale. Look at the tail in the middle. It's a tail, and the tail has spots on it. Which animal? It's a wild cat, right? It's a wild cat. Which wild cat has spots on it? There is a wild cat which has stripes on it, and that's the tiger. But this wild cat has spots on it. What is the name of the animal? Yes, it's a cheetah. It's a cheetah. How do you spell cheetah? C-H-E-E-T-A-H. The next picture, of course, you know very well. Look at the picture on the extreme right. It's such a beautiful bird. It's the national animal of India. It's the national bird of India. What is the bird? It's a peacock. Yes, that's the tail of a peacock. Let's look at the next 2 pictures. Look at the picture on the right. What animal is that? Whose tail is that? Yes, that's the tail of a horse, a very bushy, we call it a ponytail, the tail of a pony, a little horse. That's the tail of a horse. And what is this animal on the left? The other animal on the left, we don't know, we can't see. It could be an alligator or a crocodile. Right. So let's read this little note. Animals possess some remarkable tails. Tails can be used to communicate, to balance, to move around, to swim, to fly, and for many other things, right? Animals have tails. So we just think a tail is something that it's there, an extra part of the body, but animals use their tails for different purposes. A monkey, for example, you might have seen a monkey jumping from tree to tree. Monkeys use their tails. Monkeys use their tails also to hold on to the branches of the tree. Have you seen them swing from their tails? Yes. They tie their tails up around a branch of a tree and they swing. So animals use it to communicate. Which animal uses its tail to communicate? Which animal? A pet animal, a dog, yes. When a dog is very friendly, very happy to see you, what does it do? It wags its tail. It wags its tail because it's very happy to see you. Cats, have you seen cats and their tail when they are very upset, when they are angry? Their tail goes up like that. So when a cat's tail goes up, straight upward, it means it's being very careful. You should not go close to the cat. Right. Now let's look at a poem about tails. A lion has a tail, and a very fine tail, and so has an elephant, and so has a whale, and so has a crocodile, and so has a quail. They've all got tails but me. So this little child is talking about all the animals that have tails. And the child says, they've all got tails but me. The child is sad or happy that it doesn't have a tail? Child is sad. Oh, they all have tails, but I don't have a tail. A lion has a tail, and a very fine tail. A very fine tail. Let's look at the picture of the lion's tail. Lion is a very bold animal. It has a big tail. A lion has a very fine tail. It's a very nice tail. And so has an elephant. And so has a whale. An elephant has a very small tail. It uses its tail to flap away flies. A whale has a tail. What is the use of the tail on the whale? It helps it to balance. It helps it to swim in the water. A crocodile has a tail, and so has a quail. What's a quail? Have you heard of the word quail? Let me see if we have a picture of the quail. There is a picture. Now let's look at the animals that you have talked about. So this boy talks about the tail of a crocodile, the tail of a lion, the tail of an elephant, and the tail of a whale. Let me see if there is the picture of a quail. Yeah, that's a quail. That's a quail. A quail is a brown bird. Can you see its tail? It has feathers. My name is Quail. That's the bird is a quail. So let's go back to the poem. The boy is talking about a lion has a tail, and a very fine tail, and so has an elephant, and so has a whale, and so has a crocodile, and so has a quail. They've all got tails but me. If I had 6 pence, I would buy one. 6 pence. 6 pence is a very small amount of money. 6 pence is, it's like annas. It's like a 50 paise. It's like 50 paise that we have. 6 pence. It's a very small amount of change. It's a very British term. In England, they use the word called sixpence. If I had 6 pence, I would buy one. It's like saying if I had 1 rupee, or if I had 10 rupees, or if I had 50 paise, or if I had 100 paise, if I had 1 rupee or 10 rupees, I would buy one. I would buy one. Buy what? The boy says, or the child says, I would buy myself a tail. If I had a 6 pence, I would buy one. I'd say to the shopman, let me try one. Can you go to a shop and ask the shopkeeper for a tail? He'll give you a toy tail, but you cannot have a real tail. If I had 6 pence, I would buy one. I'd say to the shopman, let me try one. I'd say to the elephant, this is my one. And they'd all come around to see. What will all the animals come around to see? They'll come around to see the tail of the child. Then I'd say to the lion, why, you've got a tail, and so has the elephant, and so has the whale. And look, there's a crocodile, he's got a tail. You've all got tails like me. Right? So the child is going to be very happy that he or she has a tail, and he would tell all the animals, you have a tail? Oh, you all have tails like me, right? So the child wants a tail. The child is very happy to see all animals have tails. The child is wondering, why is it that I don't have a tail? Some of you do behave like little monkeys with tails. You're very naughty, very mischievous. Human beings don't have tails, only animals have tails. Some tales become shorter and shorter over the years. So let's read the poem again. Did you like the poem? We'll read it once more. A lion has a tail, and a very fine tail. And so has an elephant, and so has a whale, and so has a crocodile, and so has a quail. They've all got tails but me. If I had sixpence, I would buy one. I'd say to the shopman, let me try one. Let me try one means let me put on the tail and see. When you go buy clothes, you say, let me try on the shirt. When you buy shoes, you say, let me try on my shoes. You have to make sure it fits, isn't it? If I had sixpence, I would buy one. I'd say to the shopman, let me try one. I'd say to the elephant, this is my one. They'd all come around to see. They'd all come around to see my tail. Now, look at the animals there. The boy is so happy. He's talking about the tail of the elephant, the whale, and he wants a tail too. Then I'd say to the lion, why, you've got a tail, and so has the elephant, and so has the whale. And look, there's a crocodile. He's got a tail. You've all got tails like me. Okay, right. So look at the words at the bottom. A quail is a small brown bird. I showed you the picture of the quail. Sixpence. It's a coin used in Britain. It's a coin which was used in Britain. They call it pennies now. Okay, now let's read this. Tick the correct answer. A dash has a tail and a very fine tail. Which animal are we talking about? Is it a lion, a tiger, or a giraffe? What did you listen to? What did you read in the poem? A dash has a tail and a very fine tail. A lion has a tail and a very fine tail. They've all got dash but me. What do all the animals have? They have nails, tails, or snails. They have tails. And so has the dash, and so has the whale. And so has the elephant, and so has the whale. List the animals that have been mentioned in the poem. What are the animals that you have come across in the poem? You have come across, remember the pictures? Which were the 4 animals you saw in the picture? First picture right on top was, he talks about a lion, an elephant, a whale, a crocodile, and a quail. 5 animals. Birds are also animals, right? Insects are also animals. Right. Let's count again. Lion, whale, elephant, crocodile, and quail. If I had sixpence, I would buy one. What did the poet want to buy if he had the money? What would the poet buy with sixpence? He would buy a tail. To whom did the poet say the following lines? Let me try one. To whom does this child say, let me try one? He says it to the shopkeeper. To whom does that little boy say, this is my one? This is my one. To whom does he say, this is my one? Read the poem again. Recall the poem again. If you have your books, check your books. I'd say to the elephant. He would tell the elephant, this is my one. Why? You've got a tail. To whom will the child say this line? Why? You've got a tail. To whom would the child say this line? I'll read the line from the poem. Then I'd say to the lion, why, you've got a tail. Okay? Right. The poet wished that he had a tail just like animals. Would you like a tail? Would you like a tail? What will you do with a tail? What would you do with a tail? You would probably swing like a monkey using your tail. You can use your tail like a rope, like Spider-Man. You can use your tail like Spider-Man, right? So think of reasons. Tell your friends, tell your teacher, tell your parents, what would you do with a tail. Now let's look at these words. My name is Quail. Look at that picture. It's a quail. How do you say the word? Quail. Quail. Quail has an A sound, A-I, A. When it is in the middle of a sentence, A usually has a long A sound. A, quail. Did you know that AY also has the same sound? Stay. Like the word stay. Day. How do you spell day? D-A-Y. A-Y has the sound of A. A-I has the sound of A. Look at those words at the top here. Remember we came across those words? Look at two, A2. Nails, tails, snails, AI. They all have AI and the sound is A. Nails, tails, snails. The same way, you have words. A sound can also be spelled with AY. Look at those words there. Look at the examples there. Look at the words on the left with the AI sound. Rain, main, braid, grain, wait. Say the words after me. Rain. Repeat each word after me. Say it the way I am saying it. Rain, main, braid, grain, wait. Now, AY, it is spelled AY, but it has the same sound of A. Day. Don't say day. Don't say play. Play. A. Right? The sound is A. Repeat the words after me. Day. Play. May. Stay. Way. Repeat those words. Day. Play. May. Stay. Way. Good. Now you have to fill in AI or AY. How do you spell rain? Rain. R-A-I-N. What's the next word? T-R-A-I-N. Train. Rain. Train. What's the third word? L-A-Y. Lay. Lay it down. Put it down. Lay. Like this, you can take the help of your parents, some adult in the house, or your teacher. Let's just read the words. Fourth word, paid. P-A-I-D. Paid. Fifth word, oh, I'm very frightened. What's the word? Afraid. Afraid. Sixth word, is it A-I or A-Y? Show me the way. W-A-Y. Where do you stay? How do you spell stay? S-T-A-Y. Eighth word, you like doing this. What is the word? P-L-A-Y. What's the word? Play. When you get hurt, what do you feel? Ninth word. What do you feel when you get hurt? You feel pain. Pain. How do you spell that? P-A-I-N. 10. Say. What is this? This is my nail. N-A-I-L. 12th word, day. Right. So do it again. Fill in the blanks, write the spelling, and learn the spelling. Okay, there are some more words here with AY and AI. Look at all the words. I'm reading the words on the left. Weigh, lay, egg, nail, clay. Right? Let's just take those 5 words on the left. Weigh, lay, egg, nail, clay. Now, which are the words in just those 5 words in the left cloud which have the A sound but spelled with AY? A sound but spelled with AY. Which are the words? Yes, you are right. Way, lay, clay. Which is the word which has the A sound with AI in it? Yes, it is nail. So like that, what you need to do is read the words and write the words in the column. All the words with AI, you write it in the left column, and all the words which have AY, you write it in the right column. So there will be some words which don't fit in at all, right? You can strike those words out. Egg. Does egg fit in here? No, it doesn't fit in here. So you can just strike it out. Look at the word on the right side, house. Say, house, paid, house. Does house fit in either AY or AI columns? No. House. So you can strike house out. Say, you can write it in the right column. Paid, AI, you can write it in the left column. It's a very simple activity. Words which do not have AI or AY, you strike it out. Take your pencil and put a line across. And all the other words, if they have AI, you write it in the pink column. And if it is AY, you write it in the right column. It's very easy. You're very smart. I'm sure you can all do it by yourself. Here are some more words. Write the AI and the Y words. And what is that? Let's look at the picture on the left. What is that? What is in that can? It's paint. Now, these words either have AI or they have AY. That first word on the left, what is that? It's a can of paint. How do you spell paint? P-A-I-N-T. Good. What is the picture in the middle? It's just a part, but it's a part of a chain. It's a part of a chain. How do you spell chain? C-H-A-I-N. What is that boy doing? He's kneeling down and what's he doing? He's praying. How do you spell pray? Pray. Pr. It's a blend. Pr. P-R. Pray. A-Y. Yes, correct. Now look at that picture on the left. It's not a very good picture, but it's a tray. It's a tray. How do you spell tray? Tr. Tr. A blend. Tr. T-R. T-R-A-Y. What's the word on the right? You sit on it. Yes, it's your chair. Chair. C-H-A-I-R. You know the spelling of chair. Right. Now this is a fun activity which you can do. These are the animals. They're missing their tails. They're missing their tails. Right? So look at the picture on the left. That's a hen. Feathers are missing. Horse is missing its tail. The mouse is missing its tail. The cat is missing its tail. Draw the tail and color the tail and have fun. So I think that's the end of the poem. That's the next lesson, the third lesson, the elephant's nose. So I hope you enjoyed the poem. We will come back to that lesson later. I hope you enjoyed the poem, A Tale of Tales. It's a lovely poem about a little boy who's sad that he doesn't have a tail. He wants to go to the shop, buy a tail, try one, and he wants to tell all the animals, look, I have a tail too, right? So I ask you to think about it. Ask yourself, if you had a tail, would you want a tail? What kind of tail would you want? Whose tail would you want? Your own tail or the tail of some other animal? Think about it. And tell your friends and tell your teacher and tell whoever you want what you would do with that tail. So I'll see you again in the next class. Until then, take care, read those words, do those activities, and have fun. I'll see you again later. Bye-bye.